What's up, guys? Let's break down the Mulong Midnight Carnival. Of course, we have Legion champions. I will go more in depth and show everything in game. Also, I'm gonna make a separate video for this too. I will be doing all the missions on stream, so check out that on Twitch. But you need to be AK Legion and have at least one person 260 plus. There will be an NPC in town. You talk to them to start the mission. So you will get 2 characters in the beginning, and you get a 3rd slot once they reach A rank. And it goes more in depth here. So A rank, you need both characters to at least defeat hard V Hilo. All these missions besides Black Mage has to be cleared within 20 minutes solo. And practice mode does count. Also, it says here that there is a damage reduction buff in the champion mode. And when you want to rank up, you clear the mission and then you just right click and tear up. So defeating the certain bosses at certain ranks gives you certain stats. And these are the bosses. I do a side by side. So these stats only go to your top 2 or top 3 characters, not your whole accounts. And of course they do stack. For example, if you have 3 characters at S rank, which is soloing Black Mage in 45 minutes or less, that's 50% boss damage for your top 3 characters. And obviously the ones below it too. And then there's a new champion raid too. So you put in your top 2 or 3 characters and you go to like a mini map. There's 5 minutes to clear the area. You can swap between characters, but the idea is you want to clear as many mobs as possible. You do this raid just for the champion coins. And the coins reset the 1st of each month. And they don't carry over. And there are some hazards here too. Like you see this little like plant. This plant recovers the statuses. So these coins are for a temp buff. These buffs can only be used on your Legion champions. And here's the stats for the levels. And the coin requirements. You can see here in the GIF that the more you level it up, the more it costs. Then there's a world merch. So Aurora and Elysium will now go into Scania. And a bunch of other stuff that I don't really care about. But if you did world merch, I mean, you get a lot of this other stuff. Not for Night Troupe. This is one of those events where you just coin cap by killing mobs. So you can get 300 coins per day in the same world. And 1 coin is 1 point. There are several events which I will go over. So this event's about a month long, so there's a lot to do in the month. You need to plan very carefully. So if you've done Night Troupe before, you know this UI, it's the same as everything else. But for the newer players, let's break it down. So there's several buffs here. They unlock at certain ranks. You start off as a junior, then next week you go senior, next week is veteran, then lastly master. And you can buy certain points or perks depending on your rank and how many coins you have. You cannot buy everything and you cannot reset, so you need to be very careful and have a game plan. What I normally do is I go for the EXP because I tend to grind, and then I go for this Sacred Arcane symbol. So when you do your dailies, you at the start get 1 more symbols, and then next week get 2 more symbols. And then, you know, this one is plus 2 more, so it's 5 at level 3. And the 4th one, you get a weekly boss clear ticket. So you can reset things like easy normal or Zikalos, normal calling, hard 7, the C10s. Basically everything but limbo. But of course that locks up at the very end. This is level 4 or master rank, which is the last week of this event. And something new is Soul Order and Frag in Grandis area. This is new this event, but I will be grabbing it. And then the boss damage, you have to buy it to master rank. That's normally what I go for. I mean, there's other stuff too, like Monster Park stuff, which is good for Monster Park Extreme, but that's senior rank. And as I said before, the 3 ranks, they unlock at pretty much every Wednesday. along with tearing up, you get some bonuses. Upon ranking up, you'll also get increased temp stats. So you start off as a junior, then you get these stats. Senior, you get these stats. Veteran, and finally master. Again, boss damage isn't included because you have to buy it in the perks. And stage tickets, this is where you gotta choose very carefully. So the top one is you get bonus XP from this period training. So you get 30 points per enemy defeated, and then you fill up this bottle. You can fill up the bottle 20 times. Basically 20 procs. And the XP increases depending on what rank you are. For the next one, the Sogong. This is what I'm choosing. TLDR. Top is XP, bottom is frags. So this one can be filled up 5 times a day. So there'll be like bosses that spawn, and you just defeat the mobs, and you see that they drop like frags and Erdos. So you get rewards if you're like below 260 or R260. You get more depending on your rank. So junior rank, you get 10 frags and 300 paint soda energy. Okay, so you get, for each rank, you get, for example, junior, you get 10 per day. These are all per day for the week. So right here you see senior rank. She's killing it. It drops 3 frags. And there's 5 procs per day. That's 15 total for the day. And I'll do some math on screen. So you should grab the frags if you really need the damage. Or in my case, I just want to max out my cadena. But if you do farm a lot, I would take the EXP. Because you're getting frags anyways. But let's say you're trying to push a boss like hard culling and you need the extra damage like ASAP. Then I would go with the frags. Or obviously if you're casual, go for the frag. And then we have the temp buffs too. So the 3 lanterns you can, use. One gives EXP and no more damage for training. One gives attack, boss, and IED for bossing. And the golden lantern is the catch-up mechanic, where you pay 3k movement points for the 300 coins for the day. The day that you miss. And then mysterious decoction. This is where you cook up your temp stats. So you kill mobs and they drop like the common or quality bundles for these ingredients. They do different stuff, like attack, stats, crit rate, boss, EXP. It's all random, but they drop very often that you can just do whatever. And there's a mysterious medicine where this can make things even better or even worse. They don't show a UI here, but I'm gonna borrow Steve's video. But basically, you cook up what you want to cook, and then you roll it kind of like Speakerman. You could choose the before or after. So if you want to Giga Train, have some really good buffs, that's cool too. If you want Giga EXP, I mean, you gotta recook that. You cannot save it, so I think I'm gonna stay with the boss and then just stick without the whole event. Depending on how often these drop, maybe I'll go back and forth between bossing and EXP. And right here we have Dogong's Mystic Bond. So you select the character for like a trainee pretty much. And they got the EXP from your main. It's like EXP leech. So your character you choose here, they go up to 260. It's basically 260. So they gain EXP based on your characters, like where they're farming. The monster space EXP. So if you're in a higher area, like let's say Carcion or Terria or something, this will fill up like super fast. And you must log in the character afterwards to lock in the EXP. Things like 2x, 3x MAPs will not affect the growth rate. How fast your trainees level up depends on the monster's base EXP and how much you grind. And then we have a dojo too. So you have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to clear the Punch King. So there's 10 stages and you get coins depending on how fast you clear it. I'm not sure how strong this is, but if it's 2.5 minutes, I don't think it's gonna be that strong. And this hit mission. If you know what it is, let me know. And then we have the Town Boat Bash. So basically, you just AFK here. Like, if you don't want to grind, you can AFK for the Troupe points. And you can buy chairs too if you want to. And then we have the Nogong's Acuity training. This is just a minigame where you shoot the monkey. This is daily. It doesn't unlock right away. But here are the rewards. You get rewards depending on how many monkeys you shoot. And then the Mysterious Fortune Sticks. This is also daily. Well, it's the last like week of the event because you can be master rank. You get all sorts of good rewards like a 100% 20-star scroll. I'm sure that's like a 1% chance or something. But you get like a random reward. And then we have Champion Double Up. So you choose the main characters and 2 side characters. So it is a free like leech for your characters. It is a lot of EXP. Even for like 260 plus characters. Well, I would say go for your main, obviously. And then your 2 side characters, I'll do your second and third main. Or if you don't have one, whatever you plan to be your second and third main or second, third leech champion. We basically kill mobs up to 1,000 per week. And they get 1,000 points. 1,000 coins for each character on the side. And think about those as like ESP vouchers. That's it. But basically, this is the event shop. Event shop has frags and urdas in the shop. They also have black flames and rainbow flames and even event rings too if you need them. But mostly I want the frags and the flames. So definitely you don't want to use this on a 250 meal. Then you waste all that potential frags and flames. And they extended a day for the whole month. Basically you can play as many times as you want. They took away the event shop though, so there's no incentive. So you basically play for this dive effect. That's it. And here's how it looks like. And Riding a Challenger World is still going on. And we have to get chests for the interactive world. I don't really mess with this, but it's a thing. Then the Hyperion World Leap. And of course the Sunny Sundays. Oh, that was a lot, and I hope it helped. And I'll see you guys in the next one, where I show everything in-game. Some of the Night Troop stuff I can't show because it's locked between a time. But I'll use Steve's video as some kind of reference. Anyways, peace out. See you on stream when I do my thing. Leech champion.